Welcome back to the Tennessee Community College Athletic Association District 7 Championships. I'm JD Shoemate.
I'm Anton Scrubba, and we're back once again to call this amazing game.
And yesterday, after a great day of basketball, we're back. Today we started off with the Jackson State Generals, coached by Darren Hines, versus the Southwest Tennessee Salukis. Jackson State Generals are coached by Kelvin Lester.
And
we'll kick off with a display of our national anthem.
And we are back, and we kind of want to bring a little replay highlight view of what had happened and what transpired yesterday in the couple games that we had hosted here at Chattanooga State.
I'm running camera while it says 2, but I guess it's somebody switch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after yesterday's exciting action we had here, we'd like to kick into a replay to show you just how awesome yesterday was.
Here at Southwest Saluki men's head coach Jerry Nichols. Mr. Nichols, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing well.
All right, so you guys have a 22-4 record, 2-0 versus Jackson State with a 20-point margin both games. What have you done to prepare your players for today's game?
Just go through our basic stuff, basic routine. Tournament is always a kind of a different experience. When you're coming out here, is different than a regular season because now everything matters. So the reality is, like, we just try to stay with our normal routine, continue to practice hard, continue to play hard, and kind of, get ready for the game.
Very nice. So Jackson State coming off an overtime win last night against Vol State. How do you think their fatigue from last night will affect today's game?
To be honest, I really don't look into it as much as probably some other people do. I really just kind of focus on my team and the way we play and, how hard we play. So I think if we play hard and do the things that we need to do, I think we'll be okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Good luck today.
Right, thank you.
Welcome back, and we are ready for tip-off, ladies and gentlemen. The Southwest Tennessee Salukis versus the Jackson State Generals.
Now, one thing I will say about the two teams, if you got to compare the two, is once again, depth is going to be an issue for the Jackson State Generals, along with fatigue. Because that double overtime game must have taken a toll, along with them not having a really deep bench.
Oh, most certainly. And the Southwest Tennessee Salukis are #1 too, 18-4 record this season.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game to watch as we see a tip-off between Ethan Jones, and it looks to be Ethan Jones and Demary Moore looking to be doing a tip-off here. The one thing to kind of note is the fact that the Southwest Tennessee actually has a lot of centers listed on their roster as compared to the Generals who don't have any.
Oh, very true.
So I feel like that's going to play an issue, you know, the height of the big man, as we have Michael Littlejohn taking the ball.
We did note yesterday that Jackson State plays a very small ball type lineup.
Oh, yeah. So hopefully that'll play a factor because there's obviously a big stretch on this floor with the Southwest Tennessee. We have Carlos Marshall passing out the ball to
Littlejohn with a three.
And a missed three as it's rebounded by Ethan Jones, who's taking up the floor. Passing it to Mr. Zach Morgan, who was on fire yesterday. I got to admit, him and Victor Lacey did really well yesterday in their outing in that overtime win.
Zach Morgan had a great display yesterday.
Yeah.
All over the floor, offense and defense.
I will say one thing I'm noticing early is there's a lot of defense being played by the by Southwest.
Southwest Tennessee, I watched them play last week, and they played a very strong type of defense where they just switched on every screen. They had the with a block right there from three.
As we had Michael Littlejohn taking up the floor.
As I was saying, they had that pass went way over the mark.
A turnover wedge into the bleachers. The bleachers going to be a part of the action today, I guess. As we have the ball being inbounded by Mr. Tyler Taylor.
But yeah, they have the athleticism to be able to switch on every screen so that no matter what position they're having to play against, they have the advantage still.
Yeah. And
very deep team here.
Very, very deep from the looks of it on our rosters we got here. As we have Tyler Taylor taking up the floor.
Oh, and the trap.
Yeah, that was kind of prevalent in one of the last the women's game yesterday, as we see number 1 missing Michael Littlejohn missing
and what a block!
Trey Jones missing as we have a block being taken.
2 offensive rebounds there.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they're getting that many rebounds as they are, given the fact that they're a smaller team. I got to figure that advantage would go to Southwest Tennessee.
Southwest Tennessee has a very good defense, and you're seing that displayed here. And he gets through for the athletic finish.
A pretty layup by Tyler Taylor over there. You see a fast break transition. We have Mr. Davenport taking it up, passing to Littlejohn. Littlejohn with the 3 and a miss, almost rebounded by Ethan Jones.
Almost tipped in there.
Oh yeah, but almost only counts for hand grenades as you see Mr. Tyler Taylor taking up the floor. We have Victor Lacey, one of my favorite players as of yesterday.
And that pass was errant.
Yeah. Kind of fell out of Mr. Ethan Jones' hands, but I'm kind of surprised because Victor Lacey hasn't had the ball much today. Like, he had the ball a lot. He was a big contributor for their offense yesterday.
Well, we're still early in this one. I'm sure he'll contribute plenty throughout the game.
That is true, as you see the ball being inbounded by Mr. Damari Moore.
Score still 2-0 Southwest Tennessee with 18 minutes, almost left in the clock.
Yeah.
In the first half.
We have Mr. Trey Jones, Michael Littlejohn passing the ball out. We see, what a pretty little pass. So we have Michael Littlejohn on the perimeter with the ball. Clock's kind of running out. They got to get something going. It looks like he was trying to draw there, as we see Xavier Davenport getting the charge.
That'll be a charge call there.
Yeah, looked like a charging call. As we see the ball being inbounded by Mr. Tyler Taylor.
And here comes Southwest Tennessee's press and trap defense. This is that defense I was talking about last night. This defense right here is very hard to get around, and they're going to run them all over the floor. They only have 6 players. You have to think fatigue is definitely going to be a factor soon.
Oh yeah, especially in that overtime game last night. I feel like it's already starting to be a factor. You see a pass out to Mr. Lacey, who looks like he goes out of bounds. Yeah, he went out of bounds on that pass out play.
Tried to go baseline, just barely hit the line there.
Yeah. As you see the ball being inbounded by Mr. Damari Moore to Michael Littlejohn. I still like that name, the Littlejohn. That's something you don't really see in the last name. It's like that rapper, you know, the one that screams yeah every like 5 seconds.
This guy here is a very dynamic player.
Yeah.
And
the alley-oop. The alley-oop to Damari Moore by Michael Littlejohn.
And that was a beautiful pass there. And here comes the trap defense.
Yeah.
Able to get around it.
Speedy play, and Victor Lacey with the 3 and a miss.
He'll step out of bounds when he received the pass.
Wow. As the score currently sits at 2-2, 16:41 left in the first quarter. The ball is being inbounded by what looks like to be Damari Moore to Michael Littlejohn.
You know, we talk about how the small ball lineups can sometimes be an advantage, but when you have a team that's this big and this athletic, I don't know how much of an advantage it actually can be.
Oh, yeah. We see a 3 by Carlos Marshall and a miss, rebounded by Jackson State.
That was rebounded by Tyler Taylor.
Who's currently taking up the floor, yeah.
One of the smallest men on the court going up getting the rebound.
Oh, yeah. Surprising. You can see the coach on the sideline there trying to call his men to lock him down a bit better.
Oh.
Ooh, the nice fake and the miss, sadly, by
Not
Victor
able to
Lacey.
convert there.
Yeah, as we see Xavier Davenport running up the floor. A 3 by Michael Littlejohn, and a make.
That'll roll in.
Yeah.
Great shot there from Littlejohn. That'll make it 5-4 now. 15 and a half left in the first half.
And we have Tyler Taylor taking it up the floor, passing it out to Zach Morgan. Ball going around the floor now. Everybody's getting their touches. Trey Jones currently possessing the ball as he goes for a layup. A pretty layup, but a rebound, and another layup, and a miss. Littlejohn taking up the floor. Trying to break through Victor Lacey, not having much luck.
Great job there.
As it looks like there's
Taylor
going to be...
getting his hand in the way.
Ooh. That was a nice
Zach
save.
Morgan with the hustle there to try and get that steal.
As we see Victor Littlejohn going for a 3 and a miss by Victor Littlejohn, rebounded by Victor Lacey, or Michael Littlejohn missing the 3, pardon me.
Great defense there from Jackson State on that possession.
Oh yeah, very great defense. The hustle still by Jackson State is just, it's amazing. That's why I'm liking this team.
Step up 3.
A miss. Wasn't that contested though, but it was just couldn't convert.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Got a little collision on the court, and that'll be a score from Michael Littlejohn there.
No, Xavier Davenport was.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Was it Xavier Davenport?
Yeah. As you see, Tyler Taylor taking it up the floor.
So it'll be 8-2 now with 14 and a half to go here in the first half.
Yeah. I will say, as I talked about a lot yesterday.
That'll be a reach.
That's a big old reach. But as I was talking about yesterday, though, victories can, our amazing things can happen in the world of basketball as we have a lot of substitutions coming in.
That's true.
Where, the team yesterday came back in like a 15-point deficit, bringing it into overtime.
Yeah, Volunteer State really rallied there in the second half against this Jackson State team.
As we see J. Sebastian Brown.
We have to wonder if maybe that'll be the script for them today.
I'd hope so. I'd love to see another overtime game, especially in the first game of the day. That's a great way to set the tone.
But the history says that may not happen, though, because the Southwest Tennessee team has played Jackson State twice this season, won by 20-point margins in both games.
Ooh. Wow, that was a
great block there.
Yeah, as we see Tyler Taylor recovering. And a 3.
Oh, and not able to get it off before the shot clock. Didn't touch the rim after the block. And that'll be a shot clock violation. 14 minutes left. And
as we see the recently brought in Shaquem Johnson inbounding the ball to the recently brought in J. Sebastian Brown.
Jackson State not having much luck on the offensive possession ever since that first one.
Yeah.
Wide open shot there.
Made by Mr. Malik Anderson, who just came in the game also. They almost substituted their entire roster. There's only one person in still from earlier. Rest of the
it shows you the depth of this roster for Southwest Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. And I'm pretty sure that Jackson State only substituted one person, so fatigue is going to be a big issue in this game as you see a 3-point
that was
miss.
Great defense. I don't know why he shot that.
Yeah, great defense by the Southwest Tennessee. Great pass out. And a score by
what a shot
Trey
there
Jones.
from Trey Jones. That'll make it 11-5 now. 13 and a half to go here in the first half.
Yeah, they were pretty scoreless until that point, so it's good that they're able to do it.
And Malik Anderson will step out of bounds there on the drive.
So do you think turnovers are going to be a big factor in this game? There have been, I think 4 of them so far.
There's been a good couple turnovers already.
As we are currently sitting at a timeout.
I don't know how many possessions Jackson State can stand to give away here. Now, Southwest Tennessee, that's only their second turnover that I've seen so far.
Yeah, as we've seen Jackson State convert 1-2 and 1-3. Meanwhile, the threes have been hitting it for Southwest with 3 threes in total.
And have you seen the way that Southwest Tennessee is running this Jackson State team on offense? There's a lot of ball movement, a lot of picks being set, a lot of passing around the perimeter. And with only 6 players and that shallow of a bench, you have to think that they're just trying to run them into the ground here in the first half, so in the second half they can come out and just take a commanding lead.
If it were me, if I were Southwest, given their depth, I would just run super fast early on. Because given the fact that Jackson State has no depth whatsoever, if they run, and they can tire them out really easily, and then end of the game will be slaughtering.
And then if you see this defense here, even on defense they're making them run with the press defense.
Oh yeah, it's playing a big factor. So we see Victor Lacey taking up the floor.
really affecting them, and they work so well together. They move in concert almost.
Yeah, as we see Tyler Taylor passing the ball out to Mr. Kevin Hancock. Or not Kevin Hancock, Trey Jones, pardon me.
Taylor with a nice move right there, but
it looks like it's going to be a charge.
be a blocking call.
Blocking
there.
foul.
That'll be before the shooting motion, so.
As we see the ball being passed out to Victor Lacey, he tries passing out to Kevin Hancock on the 3.
That'll be a
and turnover.
travel.
The travel by Mr. Victor Lacey, I believe.
And Brown bringing it to the court now.
Ball passed out to Brown. Passed out for another potential
good try
lob.
for
And
lob, but able to break it up there.
as you see Mr. Kevion Hancock passing the ball, bringing out the ball.
So I'm sorry, there's not 6 players for Jackson State today. They have 7.
Yeah.
Last night it was 6, and it's stolen away there. And loses it on the fast break.
The sloppy fast break by the Southwest Tennessee.
Looks like Brown actually dribbled it off his knee trying to collect the pass.
Yeah. As you see Victor Lacey inbounding the ball to Mr. Kevion Hancock, sorry.
And Littlejohn checks back into the game now.
Yeah, Kevion did not play yesterday. I don't know.
No, he didn't.
I don't know what the thing was, but he's currently playing now. So I mean, maybe he should be getting a lot of the minutes, given the fact that he didn't play much yesterday, because
So
he's
this will be
fresh legs.
our first time seeing him today. We'll see what he can add to this team.
Yeah. As we see nearly a turnover by Jackson State, the Generals.
Still 11-5 with 12 minutes to go left in the first half now.
Kevion Hancock passing it out to Trey Jones on the 3. He
Good
misses.
shot from Trey Jones.
Good shot, but not good enough. As it looks
Oh,
like
and great defense there from Hancock.
Mr.
And
Hancock.
it looks like that's what he can bring this team.
Yeah.
Blocked on the fast break there, though.
Yeah, Xavier Jackson really held him down. As, you know, I feel like shots are kind of a big factor into this, too, because as we have on our stats list here, we have way more threes being taken and made by Jackson State, or Southwest compared to Jackson State, which I feel like is going to play a big factor, as we have Trey Jones inbounding the ball.
Still a very low-scoring 9 or 8 minutes here in the start out, though. 11-5.
Yeah, as we see Mr. Hancock passing out to Mr. Jones on the
Both
three-pointer.
teams finding some problems on offense here.
Yeah.
You have to think that'll, and that'll be a blocking call.
Yeah, as we see Tad Hayes checking into the game for the Jackson State Generals. We have Kevion Hancock inbounding the ball.
Zach Morgan checking in as well.
And Zach Morgan, one of the explosive members, coming in for Victor Lacey. Do you see?
Good little move. Great pass.
Nice, pretty pass, but not
Not
converted.
able to convert. What a
by
no-look
Tad
backdoor
Hayes.
pass right
yeah,
there.
Pistol Pete would be proud of that one. You see Michael Littlejohn controlling the ball, passing it out to, it looks to be...
Donnie Malone with a 3 there.
Yeah, Donnie Malone hitting the 3. Threes, again, have been a factor. That's their 4th 3 made in this game so far.
And that'll make it 14-5 with 11 minutes to go in the first half now.
Yeah.
Jackson State passing around the perimeter here. Oh, and that pass will go here. Zach Morgan
The
after
hustle
it.
by Zach Morgan. Yeah, get that, Zach Morgan. There we go.
And that'll be a backcourt.
Backcourt, that's...
That'd be a backcourt violation.
I find that surprising, but hey, backcourt violation by Jackson State.
Well, it wasn't touched by Southwest Tennessee across the half court.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
Southwest Tennessee will take over on their end of the court now.
You see the ball being inbounded.
Oh, great pass there.
See the ball being inbounded by Donnie Jones and missed by Carlos Marshall. Now Jackson State taking up the floor.
That was a case of being a little too open there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a block.
A pretty block by Trey Dawkins.
Trey Dawkins climbs up and swats that one straight against the wall.
Not in my house, as the Kevin Matumbo would say. As you see Kevion Hancock inbounding the ball. Of 3, made it. Taken
great
and made.
shot there by Taylor.
Tyler
That'll make
Taylor.
it 14-8 now. 10.5 to go here in the first half.
A name that just rolls off the tongue. Tyler Taylor. You see Littlejohn taking up the floor. Littlejohn passing it. Wow, what great passing ability by Littlejohn.
What
as
a
it's
shot
made.
there from Donnie Malone with a hand in his face.
Good job on Donnie Malone.
That'll make it 17-8 with a 3 in response.
Yeah, good play. Tyler Taylor trying to call for an isolation. As you see it being passed out by Trey Jones and turned over by Trey Jones. I think the person he's trying to pass to was Tad Hayes, but
he passed that one into a sea of arms.
Yeah, good attempt though. A lot of ball movement as you see Donnie passing it out to Miss.
Like I said, they're just going to run this Southwest Tennessee team into the ground.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they're going to run this Jackson State team into the ground.
Yeah. Donnie Malone missing on the three-point attempt as you see Tyler Taylor taking it up the floor, passing out to Kavion Hancock.
There's just not enough depth on that bench.
Yeah. You see Zach Morgan back in the game. Going for a 3 or 2 and a miss, a long 2 missed by
a little
Zach
hop shot
Morgan.
there from Zach Morgan, couldn't convert.
Yeah. Pass out
what
to,
a pass.
What a pass and what a miss, but what a shot. I will say, I'm surprised that didn't go in. There wasn't much defense on him by Trey Dawkins.
It's a great little pass while he's driving in the lane there.
Yeah, Trey Dawkins, who's only recorded a single block this game. I mean, as long as you're keeping on the defense side, that's all that counts.
Tyler Taylor slowing the game down just a little bit here.
Yeah. I think it's a smart thing. I think we need to let your players rest a little bit. Just slow it down. You know, don't
they
force
definitely need just a little bit of rest here, and not able to convert on this nice scoop layup there.
Yeah. As you see the ball being run up the floor by Donnie Mitchell, passed out to the man on the corner.
Ooh, almost fouled there.
Rebounded finally by what looks to be Tad Hayes.
Yeah, Tad Hayes.
And you see Kevion Hancock taking up the floor. You can probably hear the crowd chanting defense as right now the Southwest is seemingly locking down this team pretty well. Ooh, and a push on the floor.
Tried to draw the foul there, but couldn't quite.
Yeah, Hunter Shelton playing really good defense on him. Yeah. Good pass by Hunter Davis. And a missed 3, surprisingly, by Trey Dawkins.
The Southwest Tennessee team is bringing a lot of ball movement out here on the court.
Oh, yeah.
Not always able to convert, but they're making sure they're getting to an open shot.
Yeah,
and it's running this Jackson State team all over the court. And with only 17 players on this roster right now, it's really going to be a factor later in this game.
Yeah, and according to our stat sheet we got here, number 2 of the Southwest, Mr. Donnie Malone, making the most threes in the game. He has scored 2, while his entire team has scored 5. Meanwhile, Jackson State has only scored 2 themselves.
Now, 5 3-pointers equals 15 points.
Oh, yeah.
So that means we only have 1 2-pointer here
Yeah.
from Southwest Tennessee so far in this game, and that shows you that they're really a perimeter-heavy offense.
Oh, yeah. And Jackson State kind of was too yesterday in their win against the Pioneer State, where they were making a lot of threes.
It's very true, but they're not really converting a lot today so far.
Yeah. As we see the timeout going back, we're going to have an inbound, I believe, on the possession of Southwest Tennessee. Or maybe not, maybe no. I think it might be Jackson State. Yeah, Jackson State is inbounding the ball, it looks to be. Yeah. Yeah, we have Mr. Zach Morgan inbounding the ball. I do kind of like Zach Morgan's name too. It's like one of those names that's like a 2 first names. It's kind of cool. As you see, Tyler Taylor to win the ball himself, taking up the floor. Passing on to Hancock, who's on the perimeter, trying to find his open man. As you see Victor Lacey check back into the game. A nice fadeaway, but a miss, unable to convert.
Oh, fight for the rebound there, and Jackson State will come up with it.
Yeah, Zach Morgan go for the rebound.
Oh,
and a nice
great
take by Tyler Taylor, as I think he's going to get an and one on that. Yeah, he's going to get an and one on that shot. 1 3 throw after a 2-point make. 7-point game, 17-8. Southwest up.
This will be the first free throws taken this game so far.
Yeah, we're already halfway into the first half, too.
And that's 5 fouls now for the Southwest Tennessee team. 7.5 minutes left to go in this game. That'll make it 17-11 after going to free throws.
You see Mr. Hunter Shelton going for the
offensive rebound
nice
there.
Offensive rebound by Xavier Davenport, who makes the nice putback.
Xavier Davenport, a very, very tall guard.
Yeah, you see Zach Morgan getting his team's rebound. Stepping out of bounds, it looks like. Yeah, stepping out of bounds on the rebound. Good attempt at the rebound, though, but just could not stay in bounds when getting it. As you see the ball being inbounded. Oh, you see a couple of substitutions being made.
We'll see Damari Moore coming in the game.
Damari Moore started for the team, inbounding it to Mr. J. Sebastian Brown. Xavier Davenport passing it out. A lot of ball movement on this game, I will say.
Oh, what a pass they were getting lane, but not able to convert.
Pass. And what a layup attempt, even if it wasn't a make. What an attempt by Southwest Tennessee.
It's great passing from this team so far.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of been the difference maker. Like, I mean, I know the shooting's been a big part of it, but I feel like the ability to gain space and pass out through open man without turning it over has really helped.
To Jackson State's credit, though, it's still not an insurmountable lead. It's only an 8-point lead here. 19-11 with 6:54 to go in the first half.
As you see,
and you're seeing the Southwest Tennessee trap defense come back out.
Yeah, you see Victor Lacey taking up before. They've been shooting a lot, though. So
here comes that trap.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to get past. You see the ball being passed out to Tyler Taylor, pardon me.
There's another double team.
Wow.
The Southwest Tennessee team.
What a nice.
Great move to the rim there. That's another foul on the shot. And that'll be 6 fouls now on Southwest Tennessee. That'll put them in the bonus here.
Yeah.
So any foul will send Southwest Tennessee, or I'm sorry, Jackson State to the line now. Yeah,
as you see Mr. Kavion Hancock going for his another free throw.
It's 19-14 now. 6:37 to go in the
5-point game. Earlier it was like a what, 9-point game?
It was a 9-point game earlier.
Yeah. Comebacks can happen in the world of basketball.
Jackson State team showing a great zone defense, all moving together.
Yeah.
But they almost have to run this zone defense with such a shallow bench. Oh, great steal there.
And that's kind of what helped them yesterday when we went over to Pioneers is they got a lot of steals from the turnovers.
Oh, what a shot from Taylor.
Tyler Taylor lighting it up today. What a pretty little three-point shot.
That'll make it a 2-point game. And another turnover.
Victor Lacey going up.
All alone.
Nice layup.
Finger roll at the rim, and that'll tie the game with 6 minutes to go here.
Yeah.
What a comeback there from Jackson State.
Oh, yeah.
And Jackson State, remember, yesterday was just a play-in game for this tournament, so they were one of the bottom seeds in this tournament. Now they're playing their #1 seed in a tie game with 6 minutes to go here in the first half.
I mean, using the NBA as an example, if you remember back, like, I think 10 or so years ago, the 8th-seeded Golden State Warriors beat the Dallas Mavericks, the first-seeded team, in the first round of the playoffs. I mean, anything could happen. You could see Jackson State potentially beating them depending on how they play.
Same thing happened with the Spurs against the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah. So anything could really happen. It's just about how they execute. As we see a timeout being made, coaches talking to their players. I'm assuming there's gonna be a lot of substitutions made, and we're gonna call up a replay of what we just transpired in the quarter. Victor Lacey with that nice finger roll. Wow, looking at it back, it's even prettier than when it actually happened.
And he actually could have dunked on that one.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that he didn't, but it was a good play regardless. As we see the game being about to resume. Again, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of substitutions being made by Southwest. That's what they've been doing a lot, just taking out their players, bringing in some.
They do have the depth to be able to do that. And remember, we have a tie game here, 19-all, with 6 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, and it looks to be number 5, Mr. Tyler Taylor, is leading the scoring for the entire game. Great outing by him so far. Looks like he is still in the game. No, they took him out. I guess they're going to. Oh, no, he's still in the game. Out in the paint.
Okay, hidden back there on the baseline.
Yeah. You see Victor Lacey trying to lock down his man. Ooh, a nice rebound by Tyler Taylor, who was just been on fire today from both ends of the floor. Leading the scoring and now getting the nice little rebound there. Victor Lacey controlling the ball, the one who had just hit that nice floater. The 40 timeout. You see Tyler Taylor controlling the ball. Passing out to Mr. Ethan Jones, who's probably going to try to back down his man. Gets blocked.
Blocked on that one.
It's a nice
Mike
block.
Littlejohn bringing it across the court, passes it over to Malik Anderson. Oh, almost still in there. Oh.
Ooh.
And they'll be calling a reach on that one.
I'm pretty sure that this is the first time that we've seen Mr. Anderson in a game so far today. Malik Anderson.
Oh, no, Malik Anderson was in the game earlier, I'm pretty sure.
Ah. Well, as we see the ball being inbounded to... And now passed out to Mr. Malik Anderson. Little John having the ball.
Oh,
it looks like he was trying to go for a turnover.
Violation.
Yeah, it was almost a turnover there. As you saw the scrappy young Zach Morgan, who was pretty good on the skills yesterday. Almost get possession. You see the ball being inbounded by Mr. Xavier Davenport. Little John passes out to Davenport. Davenport to Little John.
Oh,
Ooh, and a
good
nice
mishandle there
turnover.
from mishandle there by Malik Anderson.
As you see Hancock going out, passing out to the open man. Zach Morgan with the 3 and a
air
air
ball there from the corner, and he was wide open.
Yeah.
No excuse for missing that one.
Oh,
and the alley-oop mishandled.
Zach Morgan taking the ball back. Zach Morgan and Tyler Taylor are just taking over the court. Slowing it down a bit. They don't want to be a bit too hasty on this game so far. Hancock back to controlling the ball after a pass to and from Zach Morgan.
Taylor with a 3.
I'm
not able to hit that one.
I'm not sure that was the smartest 3 to make.
I think he was already committed to the catch and shoot before he realized the defense was going to be there. Yeah. Oh, and Little John with a great move to the basket.
Layup. One that would make Stephen Curry proud.
That'll make it 21-19 with 4 minutes left. That's the first score we've seen in the last 2 minutes.
By them, yeah. They've been pretty scoreless. Yeah.
Oh, trapped over there on the wing.
Yeah, we see Victor Lacey trying to rustle isolation, trying to draw fouls. He goes
Great
up and a
move
nice
by
layup.
Lacey to tie the game back up. 3:52 here to go in the first half.
Yeah, as we see Little John passing the ball out. Little John to Mr. Malik Anderson. Ooh, and a turnover.
Great defense there.
Good job by Ethan Jones.
Getting in the way of the pass.
Zach Morgan, Victor Lacey. Victor Lacey gets a 3 and a make.
Whoa,
Victor Lacey.
21, 3.5 to go here in the first half.
Miracles can happen, and this is a miracle. They're doing really well now.
This Jackson State team playing a great game against the #1 team here in the region.
Yeah, good job by them. Victor Lacey playing a lot of lockdown defense along with his compatriot, Zach Morgan.
Oh, and they answer with a 3 at the other end. That'll tie the game back up with 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
Michael Littlejohn with the 3.
And here comes that press defense again from Southwest Tennessee.
Zach Morgan.
Salukie's just running them all over the court here.
Yeah, as you can tell, they're kind of having 2 men on them on occasion, which I think it's kind of a smart thing to do. Because I feel like their pass ability is not as good as Southwest.
Oh, what a move!
What a nice move in a crossover.
Taylor.
But a rebound by Ethan Jones.
His man sitting there for more of the shot. Couldn't convert, but man, you just can't get over how good of a move that was.
Yeah, good take by Ethan Jones as he goes for his 2 3 throws.
Ethan Jones will get to the line for the first time now.
Yeah, if you can make at least one of these, he'll have his team up again. The score currently is 24-24, 2:42 left in the game.
Or in the first half, sorry.
First half, yeah, pardon me. As you see the first being missed by Ethan Jones.
And Southwest Tennessee here with another platoon swap. They'll swap out 4 players now.
Yeah. And you can see one person coming back in. You can see Mr. Trey Jones coming back in. Ethan Jones going for his second 3 throw. Again, he needs to make this, bring his team up, and I hope he does for his team's sake. As he goes up and a make. The second one is a make.
25-24, 2:42 left to go in the first half.
Yeah. As you see the ball being brought up the floor by Mr. Xavier Davenport.
Great passing here from this team.
Yeah, great ball movement by this team in general.
Oh.
And it looks like to be a turnover on Sabian Jackson. Or maybe not. I think it was just a reach call.
No, yeah. Well, I think it was knocked out by Jackson State there.
Ah. As you see Donnie Malone inbounding the ball.
Oh, good inbound there.
A nice big man in the paint. A nice take-up.
Will Spencer with the great take there.
Yeah.
Great passer on the inbound as well. Zach Morgan trying to get around this trap.
Yeah. Having a bit of a trouble as...
Ooh. Great drop. Great job. Ooh.
A nice take-up by Hancock.
Great job getting around that trap there to get it to Hancock there.
Yeah.
But man, this Southwest Tennessee team played great in the trap defense.
Yeah, you see Victor Lacey controlling the ball once again, passing up to Zach Morgan. You hear the crowd shouting defense. They're really into this. You see a 3 taken by Zach Morgan, an air ball.
Air ball. That was a very ill-advised deep 3.
Yeah, not a very pretty one.
26-25 Southwest Tennessee.
I'm surprised he didn't take that. The one who was open on the 3, Mr.
Oh, but he'll pass it over to Carlos Marshall, and Marshall will knock it down.
I was kind of surprised that Xavier didn't take that himself, though. He was wide open. I mean, I feel like he could have done it.
Makes it a 2-possession game, 29-25 with a minute and a half left here in the first half.
Yeah, you see Zach Morgan taking up the 4.
Oh, and trapping him for the jump ball, and that Jackson State will keep that one on that possession.
Yeah. As you see Victor Lacey, it looks like to be the one, or that might be Trey Jones. No, it's Victor Lacey inbounding the ball.
We see Tyler Taylor checking in now for Zach Morgan.
Yeah, Zach Morgan getting a little bit of rest after that forced jump ball play. You see Mr. Kavian Hancock inbounding or passing up the ball to Tyler Taylor, who's been on fire as of early in the game. He's brought back into the game, so I feel like he's going to be there kind of key to bring him back into this. As you see him using the screen to his advantage as he gets
good move
blocked.
there by Taylor, but blocked on the take.
Yeah. See the ball being ran up by Xavier Johnson.
Great pass there.
Great pass.
Fouled on the take is Khalil Spencer.
Yeah, Khalil Spencer going for his, I think, first 3 throws of the game.
They're making it's still 29-25 now with 1:06 left here in the first half.
Yeah. Khalil Spencer going for his 3 throws currently. The game sits at 29-25, 1:06 left in the game. And he makes his first. Good play by Khalil.
Damari Moore check in now for Carlos Marshall.
As you see his second attempt, will it be a make, will it be a miss? Will he bring his team to a higher depth? We shall find out. A second make, 2 for 2.
That'll make it 31-25 with 1:06 left here in the first half. And Southwest Tennessee with this great press defense.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the trap.
As you see Tyler Taylor taking up the floor.
Another trap there on the wing. Goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
Good stops.
Oh, what a
Ethan
great
Jones
play
and a
there.
nice dunk by Ethan
And
Jones.
finishes it off. 31-28 now with 45 seconds left.
Little John, it looks like going up for the 3. No, it wasn't actually. No, it was not Little John. Was it? It's hard to tell. As you see
And
Victor Lacey going
all
up.
the way.
Oh!
No! Ethan
Another
Jones is on fire. And
Another dunk.
great putback dunk there to bring it within 4 with 35 seconds left here to go in the first half.
He's really jonesing on Southwest, isn't he? That was an expression back in the 90s.
This
Jonesing it.
Jackson State team is playing tough right now, trying to stay in this game.
Oh yeah, and they're doing a hell of a job. They're only down 2 now.
Down 4.
Or down 4. At one point they were tied, but at one point they were tied. Now they're down 4. And as we see the 3.
And that'll be a technical free throw here.
Oh, actually, we are down 2. The scoreboard was, I guess, officiating. It is currently 31-29.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, it's fine. I think it's just officiating. It's a bit off today. It's been an exciting weekend so far.
We got technical free throws here because of the excessive celebration there.
Oh, yeah. As you see Davenport going for his second 3-throw attempt. And a make by Davenport.
That'll make it a 3-point game now.
Yeah. Still anybody's game. There's still another half to play, but there's 35 seconds left in the first half. As you see the ball being inbounded by Damari Moore, who's going to be passing out to, I presume, Xavier Davenport, who's taking up the floor now. Being locked down by Victor Lacey, who's been explosive, him and Tyler Taylor both, and even Ethan Jones with the past 2 threes.
Jackson State foul number 10, Hancock is second, team 4.
Hancock gets a blocking call there.
Yeah. You see Xavier Davenport taking possession.
Shot and game clock separated about 5 seconds now.
Yeah. Donnie Mitchell controlling the ball.
Oh, tried to lob it there. Couldn't quite get it over and hit the backboard.
And you see Victor Lacey going up, passing it out actually.
10 seconds to go here in the first half. 32-29.
It'd honestly be smarter if they pass it out to Ethan Jones, who gets in the paint, rather than trying to go for future.
Hancock with a great spin move there.
Spin,
Gets to
great
the rim.
spin, and it's over.
And that'll make it a 1-point game at the end of the first half. 32-31, Southwest Tennessee. Jackson State doing a great job to stay scrappy here with this #1 team, Southwest Tennessee.
Oh yeah, only down 1. There's a whole another half to go, but this has been amazing so far.
Only 7 players on this team here in this tournament, and they are really doing a great job. We have some replays here to throw it to.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe we don't.
I'm not sure what we're doing here, but currently we're just waiting to see what are we doing. Okay, well, we will be back in about 15 minutes for the second half of the game. So I'm Anton Skrobo.
I'm JD Shoemate. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for this exciting game.
Chips and a drink with wings and a hot dog combo. You get a hot dog, chips, and a drink for $4 also.
we're back in this game now. We have about a minute before the half, or we have about a minute and a half before the half. The score currently sits at 32-31. We kind of want to go to a couple of replays, though, of what had just happened in the first half, so if you can put them up on the screen, we can take them out.
Hey, and let's go for a replay.
We have a nice layup by Taylor over there. It was a pretty layup as the ball is inbounded in net play. We have a nice alley-oop finish, which is one of my favorites in this game so far.
That was definitely one of my favorite plays so far. Victor Lacey there on that breakaway layup after the steal was awesome.
Oh yeah, and then that amazing layup over there by Mr. Littlejohn. One thing I will say, I have seen like 3 dunks in this game so far, and that pretty nice 3 by Littlejohn earlier on. That was one of the 2. That was 2 of the 3 dunks that we've seen so far. The second one by Ethan Jones, who did really well, and then the 3rd dunk by Ethan Jones. It was a great play all around. As we have about 40 seconds until we get to the game, the score is 32-31, which I'm kind of find that surprising because I mean Southwest has a really good record this year.
That's very true. And in the previous 2 matchups these teams have met, it's been a 20-point margin of victory for Southwest Tennessee.
Yeah.
So Jackson State's trying to come out in this tournament and show that they're for real.
Yeah. As the quarter's about to start. As we have Littlejohn taking possession, passing the ball out to Mr. Damari Moore. Damari Moore with the ball, passing it out to Littlejohn on the open 3, and a miss by Littlejohn, which is kind of surprising.
Oh, and it bounces off of Marshall's foot there after the pass.
Yeah.
And that'll be South. It looks like Jackson State possession is what the referee's signaling.
Yeah, as we have the ball being inbounded by Zach Morgan, one of the highlights of this team, this nice close game we have so going on. As the ball is being inbounded to Victor Lacey, who's being heavily contested from the get-go by Xavier Davenport, who's hit, I think it's 2 or 3. Oh, and the nice crossover.
Wow.
Making James Hardens look like nothing. What a nice play.
Move.
Yeah. It was a great crossover. Deadly. As you see the ball being handled by Victor Lacey, passed it out to Trey Jones.
Oh, good
and a
defense
turnover
there.
over here to the to our little booth over here by Jackson State. I think it's still going to be Jackson State possession though.
Great defense there getting away with that pass.
Tyler Taylor taking the ball out. Passed up to Tyler Taylor once again, who's going up, and a miss. Rebounded by Southwest Tennessee. As we see Mr. Davenport open up for a 3 on the 3-point line, and a miss. Rebounded by Jackson State.
And Taylor's still the leading scorer in this game so far.
Yeah, and it shows. I mean, he's taking the ball up the court with prowess. He knows that he wants to get his job done. He wants to win it for his team. 47 left on the clock. 31. You just see Tyler Taylor controlling the ball. Trying to cross over his man with a nice push through. It looks like he's going to get a charge on that.
That'll be, yes, charge.
Yeah, that was a bit too forceful.
Definitely
That was a good
put a
play.
shoulder into that one.
Oh, yeah. You see the ball being inbounded by Damari Moore to Mr. Michael Littlejohn. Michael Littlejohn taking the ball up the court. Littlejohn with the faraway 3. I don't know why he took that.
That one was way off.
Wasn't an air ball, but it wasn't a make. As you see that Tyler Taylor taking the ball up the court, the leading scorer of the game so far, as we talked about earlier. So far, hasn't this been a scoreless half so far?
It has been a scoreless half in the first 2 minutes of this second half.
I mean, if I were to guess, I feel like Jackson State would be the first one to actually score on this possession because they've been pretty effective.
Oh, and a deep 3 from Victor Lacey goes in.
A
Wow.
nice deep 3, making Stephen Curry blush. As you see the ball being taken by Littlejohn.
Jackson State a 2-point lead now.
Oh, yeah.
First point scored after 2 minutes in the second half by either team. Oh,
and a turnover.
Miscommunication there on that pass.
Carlos Marshall with the turnover. As you see another 3 being made.
Looks like he was trying to get Damari Moore there underneath the rim. It looked like he was trying to get Damari Moore there under the rim, but Moore was just already past the point where he passed it to.
And we see a platoon slot again. We see like it looks like 4 players coming in for Jackson or for, Volunteer, and 1 coming in for Jackson State. Ball being inbounded to who almost turns it over to Zach Morgan. Tyler Taylor taking it up, who's leading scorer still. Victor Lacey, who just shot that amazing 3 to bring his team to the lead.
Lacey with a great move right there.
A great move, but a miss by Victor Lacey from the 2, a long 2. The ball being brought up the court by Jay Sebastian
and that
Brown.
pass almost went errant. And Malik Anderson missing at the rim.
Ethan Jones getting the layup.
Zach Morgan passed it around the perimeter and then pass over to
Victor Lacey, who is currently sitting on the 3-point line. Tyler Taylor.
Taylor leading scorer out there on the perimeter, resting for a second, calling out a play to his team.
Trying to draw a bit of an isolation.
He's going to reset the top of the key with 8 seconds going on the shot clock here.
I hope he is watching the clock, though. He's got 4 seconds to do something. And a
what
nice,
a move
pretty
to
play.
the rim, and he'll draw the foul.
No, well, foul drawn, but not a conversion. But still, that was a nice, pretty play by Jackson State. I mean, I feel like Jackson State are the little miracles of this game. I think they might actually have it all to win this, at least this game specifically.
He had a great little spin move there in the lane to get free for the layup, and what a move. Tyler Taylor putting it on as a back today to try and get this Jackson State team a win.
Yeah, as we have Tyler Taylor going for his free throw attempts.
And remember, the winner of this tournament moves on to the National Junior College Athletic Association Championship. That's a national tournament.
Say that 5 times fast.
Exactly.
As you see Tyler Taylor making the first free throw.
So this is only a single elimination tournament. Jackson State is definitely wanting to make sure they
get their
get
spot
on that national tournament.
Yeah. Jackson State making the first.
And they could play Cinderella here if they're able to knock off the #1 seed in the first game. In the first round, I'm sorry. Now I'm going to get 36-32 after that conversion. 17 minutes left in this game.
Yeah. As you see the ball being brought up and passed out around.
And Lacey will hit the ground there. It looks like he rolled his ankle.
Ooh, I hope he's okay.
And Lacey's walking a little gingerly up the court, and they don't have a very deep lineup right now. Ooh, and yeah, he is definitely limping up the court.
Yeah. And that turnover, I think he moved a bit too fast. I think he was a bit too confident in his abilities. As you see, a 3
and that's a 3 there for Southwest Tennessee. Victor Lacey, though, the big story right now is Victor Lacey definitely showing a little bit of signs of injury. Maybe not injury, but definitely some soreness in that ankle when he was running around the court.
Yeah.
Seems to be walking back to the bench all right, but he's going to be tightening his shoe there.
Yeah, and one thing I would notice, Khalil Spencer, who I think he just hit a 3 there, looks like to be the biggest man on the court hitting threes. I mean, that's something to kind of look at, and you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got to watch out for every player on this team, apparently.
Yeah, everybody can hit threes, apparently. I mean, not super consistently, but consistently enough. As you see Zach Morgan inbounding the ball, do you see Victor Lacey coming back in the game now?
Oh, Victor Lacey will be going back to the locker room, it looks like.
Ooh, that's not good.
And,
he's kind of been one of their key members.
Victor Lacey going back to the locker room. That's not good for this Jackson State team.
Yeah.
What a steal
what
there.
What a nice turnover.
Great steal there from Shaquem Johnson.
And it looks like it looks almost like a push down on Zach Morgan.
And he flew in there to get that steal.
Yeah, as you see it being inbounded by Xavier Jackson, the freshman one of the freshmen on this team. Actually, no, sophomore. Sorry. Pardon me. As you see the ball being inbounded to Mr. Brown over there. Jadavian Brown, or Jay Sebastian Brown, pardon me. Ball being passed around a lot, back to Mr. Khalil Spencer, who had just hit a 3 not too long ago. It looks like a foul.
They'll call a foul on Morgan.
I'm not sure what transpired there, but regardless.
I didn't quite catch it myself. I was looking. It was an off-ball foul.
Yeah, and almost a turnover by Southwest. I mean, it looks like their fatigue is kind of starting to set in a little bit too. The play's getting a bit sloppier than it was.
And Malik Anderson going baseline, passing it back out the perimeter.
Yeah, correct. I remember. And a pretty layup that couldn't convert by Xavier Jackson, as we see Ethan Jones getting the rebound, passing out to Mr. Tariq Taylor.
Southwest Tennessee here with a 1-point lead with 15 and a half to go now in the game.
I will say, I mean, I hope Victor Lacey is okay, but I feel like one of the biggest catalysts if he goes down would be Tyler Taylor, who has been just their leading scorer so far. Victor Lacey being up there with him. But
great move by Hancock, but couldn't finish it off.
Yeah, as you see a rebound and pass out to number 25, Mr. Jay Sebastian Brown. You see Xavier Jackson passing it out, and a nice fake and almost turnover by Malik Anderson. Malik Anderson trying to getting double covered by his men, as you see the ball going out to.
Great two-man play right there.
Yeah. Malik Anderson with the
down the 3.
with the. I thought it was long too, but yeah. I guess
Oh, was it a long 2?
I believe it was.
Nope, that was a 3.
Oh, it was a 3. Okay.
So that'll make it 40-36 now with 15 minutes to go.
Malik Anderson for 3. As you see the ball being taken up by Mr.
Zach Howard being trapped there.
Yeah.
Oh, great
A
passing.
pretty
there.
pass
Oh,
and a
blocked.
block. A nice block.
And
A nice block
Brown
by
blocking
Brown.
the dunk attempt there.
Ooh.
Oh, what a move there from Shakem Johnson. What a great move down to the post to get the rim.
As we go for a timeout.
That'll make it 42-36 with 14:23 to go in the first half. Jackson State, after Victor Lacey making his way back onto the court now, he's got his ankle taped up. You can definitely see it's taped up there, or maybe a brace. I can't tell from right here where I'm sitting, but at least we got Victor Lacey back on the court now.
Yeah, he has been a key contributor for their team. As we're not going to go to a replay.
And we're going to replay real quick before we go to come back to timeout.
That nice, pretty dishwashing
Yeah,
spin move. Wow.
What a great move in the post
Yeah.
there from
Shaquem Johnson.
Shaquem Johnson. Just
Yeah.
great move.
As we're back into the game now.
And Victor Lacey running along the sideline to loosen that ankle up.
Yeah, smart move by the coach to make him run a little bit. Getting his all the joints out. As Tyler Taylor inbounds the ball to Jackson State, who is currently trailing, even though they had just had a small bit of a lead earlier.
And Hancock taking up the sideline. He'll be trapped there on the wing, and he'll
a
lose the ball.
A turnover to
Michael Littlejohn and bounce. Oh, and great pass out.
Ooh, a nice
Wow.
dunk by Shaquem
What
Johnson.
a sequence of events there. A lob, pass out a lob into a dunk.
You see a lot of double teaming in this game.
And that will be a block.
There's a lot of double teaming going on. I think that's what they've been that's what's been helping them the most, keeping their Jackson State from scoring, is the double teaming events.
That'll make it 44-36, 14 minutes exactly to go here in the second half.
We see the ball being inbounded by Kavian Hancock to Mr. Tyler Taylor. As you can see, Xavier Jackson kind of like.
Xavier Jackson looks like he's ready for the challenge to play against
yeah.
Tyler. What a move by Taylor,
move.
not able to finish, but gets the rebound.
Get his own rebound as he passes it out to Hancock on the perimeter. That's what I love about these games. It's the tenacity of some of these players. Just the ability to be ready and confident that you can lock down your man.
Oh, and bad pass there from Hancock.
Yeah, Khalil Spencer taking up the floor, passing it out. Looks like a charging foul.
I think that'll be a charge.
It should be, yeah.
Let's see what the ref signals here.
To me, that looks like, yeah, I think it is a charging.
Yeah, that'll be a charging call there. So Jackson State will take possession. They're down by 8 with 13 and a half to go here in the game.
As you see Tyler Taylor, or not Tyler, you see Kevion Hancock inbounding the ball. Trying to find his open man, having a bit of trouble because this defense is ridiculous.
Taylor taking his time.
They're not. The double team again. That's what's been helping them.
I'm telling you,
look at this double team.
This press and trap defense that Southwest Tennessee shows is very menacing.
I feel bad for anybody on Jackson State. I could never go around 2 defenders like that. That is incredible to see.
And now with only 7 players here in this tournament game. Oh, and Tyler Taylor passes as he falls down there.
The Anderson.
Oh, it's stolen away there.
Stolen by Mr.
Oh,
Xavier Davenport.
what a dunk
by Xavier Davenport. Great job.
Great dunk on the one-man fast break there, and he was just all alone there.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. And here in this second half now, we got a 10-point lead from Southwest Tennessee.
Xavier Davenport's been kind of all over the floor. He's hit 2 twos, a 3, one of the 2s being a dunk, and then he's hit one of his 2 3 throws that he's shot so far. I think it's been really impressive and a really impressive outing from him. He's still not the leading scorer in this game. I think the leading scorer in this game so far still for the game is Tyler Taylor, who has hit 2 threes, and 3 free throws and a 2-point conversion. It's just been impressive to see all the scoring by these players, the non-selfish playing, because everybody on the board
what
took
a
points.
dunk right there. Like, goodness gracious, he went up for that one.
Yeah, what a rim racker. I think that's my favorite dunk of the game. We have Ethan Jones, who had hit a couple dunks earlier, and we also, I think, had another one from, was it Davenport? I think it's either Spencer or Davenport who hit a dunk earlier. No, I think it might have been Dawkins. I'm not sure. Somebody hit on Southwest Tennessee, hit a dunk earlier. We've had a couple dunks this game, though.
So we come back from timeout. We have a 10-point lead here for Southwest Tennessee in the second half. First half, Jackson State was playing really scrappy, really close, but it looks like fatigue and quite possibly an injury for Victor Lacey may end up hampering this team in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, if I were them, I would play Victor Lacey, but I would wait to the very end if the game is close. If the game's not close, I wouldn't risk bringing him back in the game, especially if he rolled on his ankle like that. I mean, he looks fine now, but there's no point in risking an injury if you're not about to win the game.
Exactly.
That's kind of how I look at it from a philosophical standpoint. As you see the ball being inbounded by Zach Morgan to Mr. Hancock, who's being trapped. Again, this defense is just
Morgan being trapped as well. Tyler Taylor takes across half court. Ugh,
yeah,
sorry.
he's trying to cross over as his man, but he's not having it much luck.
They're playing great defense here in the second half.
Yeah, Zach Morgan passing ball out to Trey Jones.
Taylor for three. Oh, what a shot with a hand in his
Taylor
face.
With the three.
Tyler Taylor with ice water in his veins there. 46-39 now with 12 and a half to go in the half.
As we have my favorite last name in the whole game, Michael Littlejohn, taking the ball up court. I still love that last name. That's amazing. As you see him now controlling the ball once again. A nice screen being set by Dawkins.
Oh, and what a steal there.
What a save.
Oh. No, he'll step on the line during the save.
Well, it's still
Southwest Tennessee will keep possession. But, man, what defense there to get in the way of that pass.
Yeah, as you see Xavier Davenport inbounding the ball, the one who had the really amazing dunk earlier. Or not Xavier Davenport. No, it switched out to Damari Moore inbounding the ball. Littlejohn on the three.
Littlejohn definitely thought about it right there.
Yeah. Xavier Davenport, Littlejohn with the three, and a nice wide open three made by Littlejohn.
That'll stretch it back out to a 10-point lead with 12 minutes to go. Taylor, ooh, and looks like he almost rolled his ankle there. He definitely got blocked right there on that one.
I sort of feel like they're kind of targeting Taylor a little bit more now that Lacey's out the game.
Exactly.
He's one of their biggest scorers. I mean, Zach Morgan's also getting a lot of flack, but I feel like, Victor Lacey's actually back in the game now.
Oh, Victor Lacey checks back in. This should be interesting. Let's see how that ankle's holding up his.
Yeah, I feel that's going to hamper his speed a little bit, but I mean, he is a pretty good shooter, so it may not hurt as much as it might. You see him get control of the ball, passing it back out to Hancock. Passing it to Taylor's on the three. And a
shot
three!
There from Taylor is down, and Taylor's getting hot. That's a 7-point game again now, 11 and a half to go.
Taylor's being the general of this Little Generals team. As you see the ball being passed out to Damari Moore.
Oh, the general of the Generals team, nice.
Yeah. You see the man open on a three, and a make by Hunter Shelton.
May not have been the prettiest shot, but at least it dropped.
Yeah. You see Hancock controlling the ball. Pass got to Victor Lacey, who had rolled his ankle earlier, but he looks like he's doing fine now. Hancock taking up the floor. You see.
Oh, what a move there by Hancock, but stripped on the take.
Yeah.
And Littlejohn.
It looks like a charge on Littlejohn, maybe.
Looks like a charge, but.
Is it a charge?
Let's see what they'll call. Nope, that'll be a block.
That'll be a blocking, probably a lane.
Yeah, I think he impeded his path.
Yeah. As you see, Damari Moore inbounding the ball to Mr. Littlejohn.
Also could have been a foul on Littlejohn there for throwing the elbow there.
Yeah, true. You see Littlejohn passing the ball. A lot of ball movement. As you see Xavier Davenport passing out to Littlejohn. Littlejohn out to Mr. Bleak Anderson. Bleak Anderson.
What ball movement here on that possession.
And a nicely made open three.
Wide open three for Xavier Davenport. And they're doing exactly what I said I would do earlier in the first half, is run this team into the ground in the second half now.
You see Victor Lacey throwing the ball. You can kind of see the little tape rolled up on his ankle.
Oh, yeah, you can see where his ankle's taped. Oh, what a move.
What a move.
Tyler Taylor not able to finish, but man, what a move from Taylor.
What a pretty play by Taylor. As you see the ball being brought up by Damari Moore.
Littlejohn
on the three.
Open.
And a make by Littlejohn.
What a shot.
Wow.
And that'll be now a 16-point lead for Southwest Tennessee with 10 to go.
It's crazy because at the beginning of this, weren't they just about tied?
They were. They came in this game. They came in the second half. Southwest Tennessee with a 1-point lead, and now they stretched it out to 16 with a little over 10 to go.
As you see Victor Lacey breaking that 3-point attempt. It was a bit contested though, so it's understandable. As you see Xavier Davenport for three, and a miss
not
by
able
Davenport.
to hit that one, but offensive rebound from Malik Anderson.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is what's helping them now is the rebounding ability, because they're a lot of the bigger,
they're
a
much
way bigger
bigger team.
Yeah. And it's kind of what I figured would happen.
Great pass down low.
And a miss
Not
layup.
able to finish though.
Not able to finish as it looks like.
And I think it will be an over back call.
Yeah, it looks like an over to back on Ethan Jones there.
Yeah, over the back on Ethan Jones there on that one.
As you see Damari Moore inbounding the ball.
And this Southwest Tennessee team has come alive here in the second half.
Oh yeah, they're doing but they're doing kind of what everybody expected.
They've like I said, I saw this team play last week, and that trap defense on the press is just insanely hard to get around as fast and athletic as they are.
It looks like a timeout.
Probably a timeout.
But yeah, like I was saying though, I mean they're showing why they're number one now. Going from a 1-point lead to a 16-point lead, that's incredible.
They have methodically picked apart this team now.
Yeah, as we have 9:33 left in the game, 58-42.
Let's do some of those 3 points.
And now we're going to show a couple replays of the 3-point makes being taken by the various teams as we're sitting here in the timeout.
Got it on B. All right, going A, ready, and going.
Once again, we're going to show the 3-point plays being made, and here's one of them as we see the man taking up the court in this highlight play. Little John.
All right, ready, 2,
See a 3-point by Taylor there.
ready, 1,
And we got action back on the court here.
We got action back on the court. We're still showing the highlights. On the court here, we have Little John going for a 3 of them his own.
Little John with another 3. Wow.
Yeah, incredible.
And that'll now make it a 19-point lead. We're 9:15 here to go in the first half. And Little John has now made 5 threes in this game.
Yeah, and earlier on he wasn't as hot as he is now, but because Taylor has 4 so far.
But if you notice in the second half, we've seen this team setting a lot more picks, and it's opening up its floor as
we have a miss by Mr. Trey Jones and a nice slam dunk by Damari Moore.
What a dunk by Moore.
Good dunk there by Damari Moore.
And this crowd is going crazy with the level of basketball we're seeing played today by Southwest Tennessee.
Yeah. As we see Victor Lacey on the 3, passing out to Tyler Taylor, who has the leading scorer still, I believe, for the
And you can see it right there. That
and a nice contested 3, almost a make by Tyler
Probably
Taylor.
should have taken that one, but you can see there with Victor Lacey with his lateral movement, that ankle's definitely
that's
affecting
a nice layup that was missed. As with the
one,
ball
but
being
a
brought up by
great
Hancock.
take. Hancock all the way
with him. And Ethan Jones taking it up
Jones
with the
once
save.
again with another great putback.
Good job by Ethan Jones as we see Little John taking up the floor. The score is currently 63 Southwest, 44 Jackson State, 8:02 left in the game.
So it's a 19-point lead again with 8 minutes left here to go.
Yeah. As we see Little John on the perimeter. And almost a dunk blocked. Blocked by Trey Jones of Jackson State.
Great block there by Trey Jones, the freshman forward.
Yeah, from the looks of it, Trey Jones has the least amount of points on the board for the Jackson State Generals, but he's making up for it in the defensive tenacity that we've kind of seen so far in that block. As we see the ball being inbounded by Xavier Jackson.
And moments like that could be momentum changers. Let's see if Jackson State can capture some of that momentum and carry it in the offensive side.
Yeah, currently it is a 19-point lead by Southwest. It's Little John for the 3.
A deep 3.
And a miss by Little John. It wasn't an air ball, but it was close. As we see Taylor taking up the floor. Passing it out to Mr. Hancock. A lot of ball movement.
And mishandled that pass.
Almost a turnover by Trey Jones. Victor Lacey out to the recently brought in Tad Hayes. Back to Victor Lacey, who airballs, it looks like a 3.
It's the side of the backboard there on that one. Not sure he should have taken that shot.
Yeah.
Pass
Little John's a wide open
John.
3 and a miss on the
Not
wide
able
open.
to hit that one.
See a nice rebound and a make. A rebound and a make by.
That'll be Xavier Jackson off the offensive rebound.
Oh yeah.
65-44. 7 minutes ago here and left to go in the game.
Yep. As we have Hancock trying to draw a bit of an isolation, not having much luck. Yeah, as you see, Hayes sitting the screen.
Great pass there from Hancock.
Nice shot by Tad Hayes. I think was that a 3?
No, I'm not entirely.
Was it a 3? Yeah, I think that might have been it was a 2 by Tad Hayes, pardon me.
That was a 2 by Tad Hayes.
I look back at the highlights.
What's that?
As you see Little John trying to draw isolation, being locked down by Victor Lacey, who's currently stuck on the screen.
Oh, good job splitting the defenders there.
Good job. Wow, and a nice
what a
wide
pass.
open 3.
Michael Littlejohn with a 6-3 now.
He's just on fire, man.
That'll make it a 22-point lead with 6 minutes to go here in the first half, I'm sorry, in the game.
And 19 of those points are actually by Littlejohn, which is kind of surprising. He's honestly been the sole reason why they have this
great
lead.
screen right there.
Great screen and great take.
Taylor not able to
convert,
finish in the rim, but he's crafty getting inside.
Yeah.
Littlejohn with another three.
And
wow,
a
what a
make.
shot off the move.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, Michael Littlejohn is on fire.
Good job by Littlejohn.
That'll make it 71-46 now with 5:49 to go in the game. I don't think Jackson State can come back from this deficit now.
I'm not sure if they can either. But one thing I will say, I feel like if there's ever a game at Southwest, it's probably like a Little John sound effect whenever Little John makes the three. You know, like, yeah! That'd be a great little entertaining way to.
Michael Littlejohn there in the second half is just lighting it up from deep.
He currently has 7 threes in the game and 1 2-point make. That is a lot of points there. Good job by Littlejohn.
So Michael Littlejohn, 23 points in the game, and now he's a leading scorer.
Yeah. As we have the leading scorer of the Jackson Generals being still Tyler Taylor, who still hasn't been enough for the team to get the lead here because he's hit 4 threes, hit 3 free throws, and a 2-pointed make. But it still hasn't been enough, and I don't think there's a way they can come back to this now. There's about 6 minutes. I mean, anything can happen, but it's 71-46.
Southwest Tennessee in the second half is showing why they're the #1 team in the region.
Yeah. As you see, Kavion Hancock inbounding the ball. Tyler Taylor taking up.
And that'll be a blocking call.
Yeah. Tyler Taylor, and I feel like a lot of the reason why they're doing so well is the defensive. On the defense, and they're locking them down hard, not allowing any points.
They're not really worried about fouling anymore. They just want to press and trap.
Yeah. You see the ball being passed out to Hancock.
Very aggressive defense here.
Yeah. Hancock trying to draw the isolation, passing it out to number 5, Mr. Tyler Taylor. You see the Xavier Jackson passing out the ball to number 22, Mr. Carlos Marshall, who makes a three. Carlos Marshall, number 22, making the 3-point make. As a quick attempt at a score, Mr. Hancock not able to convert at the end, though. Looks like it's going to be back to possession of, or no, we're going to go for 3 throws. We have Kavion Hancock shooting his 3 throws. The first 3 throw is a make by Kavion Hancock. What a great 3 throw make. Again, I think at this point though, it's kind of mute. I don't think there's a way they're going to come back. It's a bit of a deficit.
It's been a while since I've done this.
Kavion Hancock making the second 3 throw, or missing the second 3 throw, sorry, as you see number 22 taking up the floor. Carlos Marshall taking up the floor, passing out to Mr. Brown. To number 22, the amazing dunk by Shaquem Johnson. Wow, Shaquem the Dream is what we should start calling him, with that amazing dreamlike dunk.
And that's now a 29-point lead for Southwest Tennessee. And they are just taking it to Jackson State in the second half.
I think this is kind of what everybody expected at this point, though, for this huge lead to be a factor.
And after that foul, Jackson State will be in the bonus.
Yeah. As we see Kavion Hancock going for another couple of 3 throw attempts. And I think at this point, Jackson State's just going to keep on going to the foul line because they're not really hitting much of that trap defense being the way it is. As you see the freshman, Kavion Hancock, going for his first 3 throw attempt. And a make by Kavion Hancock on the first 3 throw attempt, bringing the score to 76-48, 4:55 left in the game.
And after the way they played in the first half, this has to be a little demoralizing now for Jackson State because they've only scored 12 points in the second half now.
Yeah, it's kind of a sad thing to think about too. And I mean, they were doing so well early on. I think just the fatigue kind of caught up to them. As you see, Kavion Hancock making the second 3 throw. I think this is just a mismatch in general. Like the #1 team, I'm not sure what the ranking was on Jackson State, but I know that depth is not all there. despite all
Jackson State came into this game.
Ooh,
Nice
pretty
move to get the rim.
Or layup by Xavier Jackson.
Jackson State came in this game one of the last seeds in this tournament because they played in the play-in game yesterday.
Yeah.
So it was a long shot in the first. Wow.
A contested
Tyler Taylor,
contested three by Tyler Taylor.
So it was a long shot anyway, but they played very scrappy in the first half. They gave a good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow!
Xavier Jackson saying we're the #1 team as he
And
scores 80 to 49.
And his man just watched him go by on that one.
That was a pretty dunk.
And here's the replay. What a dunk there! My goodness.
Ah,
Tyler
incredible.
Taylor going to the rim, and he'll be fouled.
And yeah, I think that's all that's going to happen in this game now, just a fouling, because they're down like 31 points at the moment.
And you notice his defender there got out of the way. He did not want to put on his poster on that one.
Yeah. Score is currently 80-49, 4 left in the game. We have Tyler Taylor shooting his 3 throws.
We have a 31-point lead right now for Southwest Tennessee with 4:03 left. And remember, in their previous 2 meetings, like I said, it's been a 20-point deficit, and now they're leading by 31 points in this game.
They're just sitting in statement. They were livid probably about what happened earlier, as we see a platoon swap by Southwest. But yeah, I think this is them saying, this is why we're #1. You're not going to let us. We're not going to let you win this game. We're not going to get in overtime like your game yesterday. This is our game. This is our tournament, and they're showing it now with this tremendous outscoring of points, especially by Michael Littlejohn, who's been on fire.
That's true, and Taylor hits the second one to make it just 30 points with 4 minutes left in this game.
I think at this point, they should just sit Littlejohn for the rest of the game. I think he's proven that he's converted enough. I don't think there's a way for him to come back at this point. We shall see as we see number 44 almost turning it over, passing it out to Xavier Jackson, passing it out to number 44, Mr. Mercurius Wilson, who gets I think it's his first point on
hook shot.
His first points on the board, 2 points.
Taylor, what a move right there.
Taylor's just trying to get his team to come back into this, but I think he kind of realizes what we do. As we get another foul, Tyreek Taylor going for his 3 throws.
Taylor showed that he has some great moves that, with the ball handling today.
Yeah.
Yeah, same guy.
Tyler Taylor going for the first 3 throw as he makes it the second 3 throw. Going for his second 3 throw here, number 5.
That'll make a 30-point game now. 3.5 left to go in the game.
As you see the ball being taken up by J. Sabian Brown. I think I've been saying J. Sebastian. I apologize. As you see Hunter Sebastian on 3-point line, passing it into the big man on the paint, Martavius Wilson. I think he's the biggest man in this game. As a nice push through and a layup for Martavius Wilson. Surprised he didn't quite hit much this game. He looks like he could be an unstoppable force, especially on the pick and roll. As you see Kevion Hancock trying to lose his man.
Oh, that was almost a foul there. Oh, and tripped over his own man.
It happens. As you see Hunter Shelton
from 3
and a miss from the 3. As
tried
you see
to draw the foul there.
Rebound by Mr. Hancock. He goes up for another foul. Currently going to the 3-throw line once again. They have no fouls to give, so the score sits at 84-52 for 3 throws per shot.
Now, granted, I know Southwest Tennessee has a huge lead right now, but if I'm Hunter Shelton, I'm not going to try to draw the foul on that 3 because it puts you on the play on defense on the other end.
Yeah, that makes sense. As you see, the first one being made by Mr. Kevion Hancock, bringing them within 31, and that is not a miscue. It's actually 31 points. It's a blowout at this point. 2:45 left in the game as he goes for his second 3 throw to try to bring him within 30. As he does not make the second as Hunter Shelton gets the rebound. Passing out to Mr. Xavier Jackson. Xavier Jackson trying to lose his man, trying to lose Victor Lacey as he goes up for the layup, and draws a foul on the act of laying up, and he's going to go for his own 3 throws now, Xavier Jackson.
2.5 minutes left to go in this game now. There's been 15 fouls here in the second half.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's been Southwest Tennessee playing that very physical press and trap defense.
Yeah, as you see Xavier Jackson go for his first throw on a make by Xavier Jackson, number 3. the sophomore out of Southwest Tennessee. Xavier Jackson going for his second three. And a make by Xavier Jackson as the ball is going to be inbounded by Tyler Taylor to Mr. Hancock. Hancock picking up the floor. Victor Lacey actually has not had possession in a long time, and now he finally gets it.
What a deep three there.
It seemed kind of neat. I think they're just trying to force up some stuff. Now let's go for another foul.
Great shot. Great take there by Hancock. Got over 2 big men for that one.
Yeah, as he scores a 2, now he's going to go for one more, Mr. Tyler Hancock.
That'll make it 86-55 with the and 1 attempt with 2:18 left to go in the game.
Sorry, Kavion Hancock, not Tyler Hancock. But yeah, as the game sits at a 31-point lead again, and they haven't been able to scrap the plus 30 in a deficit as of like the past like 5-ish minutes now. As you see these starters back, I think at this point, I feel like you should just start bringing in your reserves, like Mr. Tad Hayes. I feel like that should be the theme going forward.
Well, with only 7 men, there's only so many people you can rest at a time in this game.
Yeah, true. So, I mean, this game so far, what are your opinions on it? I mean, did you kind of expect this to happen, or like, what was your thoughts going into it?
Well, after the first half, looking at the history between 2 teams this season, Southwest Tennessee's blown them out in both games. But after the first half, I thought Jackson State might actually have a chance, but they came out here in the second half flat, and Southwest Tennessee just took great advantage of that.
Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure that, again, fatigue is like the biggest issue in this game so far. Is the fact that they have like no depth. They only have like 7 or 8 people on their team. Meanwhile, the other team is like you can swap out an entire platoon, still have somebody left over. It looks like. And so fatigue is kind of a huge issue.
And the 3-point shooting from Southwest Tennessee has been more than impressive.
Oh yeah, especially from Michael Littlejohn, who's just been on fire this game. If there was an MVP in these sort of things, I'd say he'd get it hands down. As you see the ball being passed around, we have the possession of Hunter Shelton, who passed it out to the man in the paint, Mr. Khalil Spencer, who actually had an incredible dunk earlier.
Great pass there.
Great pass and a miss, though. And a rebound by Khalil Spencer.
Taking it up on the putback.
As with the ball being inbounded by Mr. Kavion Hancock, passed out to Tyler Taylor, who has been their leading scorer still this game. As goes for another three
up.
And a bit of a forced shot there, but I mean,
I'm not sure you're taking that one over Khalil Spencer, but
hey, whatever works. As you see, Xavier Jackson taking it up the floor.
Minute and a half left to go. 88-56.
Yeah.
Southwest Tennessee up, and he'll be
foul.
That'll be a travel.
I thought it'd be a foul on the active shooting, but I guess not.
Took more than 2 steps there on his way to the rim.
Yeah. As you have the ball being inbounded by Mr. Tyler Taylor to Kavion Hancock. 1:18 left in this match. It is 88-56. I think it's all said and done.
Tad Hayes with the turnaround can't hit.
Tad Hayes with the contested turnaround. It cannot hit. As you see, the ball being taken up by Xavier Jackson. And a nice dunk!
What a dunk by Martavius Wilson.
A Shaq-like powerful slam by Wilson. Incredible.
This Southwest Tennessee team is incredibly athletic. Now we're under a minute to go, 90-56. Let's see the replay of that. Okay, we'll hold on for just a second. Oh, almost turned it over there. Has the pass in the corner. Tad Hayes for 3.
And a
not
miss
able to
by
convert.
Tad Hayes. 38 seconds left on the clock. They're having a lot of athleticism. This
Martavius Wilson
going all the way. Oh, I wish he was going for a dunk on that. He goes for a nice layup.
And will they count the basket there?
I think they should at this point, as we have 34 left on the clock. Oh, I guess they're not going to count it. I guess they're going to inbound.
Wow, what a game, or what an end of the game here from Martavius Wilson, getting the crowd excited.
Yeah, Khalil Spencer currently controlling the ball. I think they're just going to hold out the clock now. There's really no point. The game's over.
So we have about 10 seconds to go on the shot clock here. 90-56. There's 18 to go in the game. 4, 3, 2,
There's
1. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Referees will blow the whistle. 9.6 to go here in the game.
I mean, I kind of feel they should do a little bit more fan service. Just let somebody go for a dunk on that. I mean, it's over. I don't know. I feel a bit
trying to show some class in the win here.
Yeah, as you see.
8 seconds ago, 90-56.
It's over, folks. Taylor's taking up the man who led the scoring for their team. Could not help as he goes for a 3 and a make.
Wow, what a
end.
great shot there at the end of the game from Tyler Taylor.
Tyler Taylor hitting 5 threes now.
Tyler Taylor with a great game all the way around for the Jackson State Generals, but it's just not enough to take down the Southwest Tennessee Salukis. They showed why they are #1 in the conference. And what a game there. You have to give Jackson State credit there. In the first half, they kept it tight as a 1-point lead. And after the 1-point lead, you know, after the first half, they just couldn't keep it up in the second half. The depth and just the fatigue had set in definitely by the second half. So Southwest Tennessee will move on to the next round. Jackson State will be eliminated. Great game here, though.
Yeah, great game at 90-59 outing. I kind of want to show a couple of replays on that game, though. The incredible dunks by both teams. Like, you know, if we could show the replays here, there's just some great dunks. As actually now, we're about to go to the.
Okay, and we'd like to kick it over to an interview with Michael Littlejohn of Southwest Tennessee, who scored 7 threes there in that game. Take it away, Dakota Farless.
Maybe Rapids, like when they shoot 3-point shots this game. How's it feel to be able to not take out a game who was be able to overcome Vol State last night in overtime?
Come on, bro. I mean, it was good. We started off bad the first half. We didn't. We really weren't listening to what the coach was telling us to do. Second half, he got on us, and we just came out and executed.
Very nice. So moving on to round 3 tomorrow to face the winner of Walter State and Roan State. What are you personally going to do to prepare for that game tomorrow?
First of all, we're going to watch the game after we leave the locker room and see who we play. And I'm pretty sure coach is going to do a good job of scouting. We just go by the scout and play the game, see how it come out.
All right, congratulations again on tonight's win.
All right, thank you.
Your final score here tonight, Southwest 90, Jackson State 59. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Dakota. And that is it for us today on this outing of a 90-59 game. I am Anton Scrobo.
I'm JD Shoemate. Join us for the next game here in about 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for tuning in.